every individual to leverage the magical arts of positive motivation and manipulation and the psychology of people. Hi, my name is Mark Boersma, president of Synergy Solutions. Been blessed to be an international speaker and author. And this is the biggest presentation I've ever given in my life. I'm so excited about it. On with me today, we have Peter Miles, past board member of BMW, past president of Rolls-Royce. Peter, you've given, a fair amount of pretty, important presentations in your life. Would that be fair to say?
That would be fair to say, yep.
Yeah. And so it is Peter's biggest presentation he's ever given in his life, too. Randy Lukey, it would be fair to say, I'm guessing, with you that you've given some pretty important presentations in your life. Would that be fair to say, Randy?
100%. Yes, it is.
And so it's going to be Randy's biggest presentation. And Paul Weiner, you've given some pretty important, powerful presentations in your life. Would that be fair to say?
That would be fair.
And so it's going to be Paul's. And the reason it's all four of our biggest presentation because this presentation is all about you. And whoever passed this along to you cares a ton about you, and they care about you achieving, reaching actually beyond your potential in every area of your life. It's helping you to discover how to leverage your passions to fulfill, to discover and live your life vision every day. And it's the final backstage pass for leverage, the course, the magical arts of positive motivation and manipulation, and the start of the brand new course, the psychology of people. And one of my best friends in the world, Tom Kuntz, is not here with us, but he is here because he's here in the spirit, and he's just changed my life forever. One of the things that I love is that Tom says trust the integrity of the system, and it's so hard for all of us to do because we've all kind of been shafted at times. And so let's dive in. Why is this the biggest presentation that you will ever go through in your life, you'll ever be a part of? And what's really cool is it's really a short presentation. So what are you passionate about? What creates an awakening within you? Think about that. Write that down. Put this on pause. Take a few minutes and say, what really awakens you? What are you passionate about? What inspires and motivates? Like, why are you put on this planet? Imagine taking those passions and turning those passions into passive income and raising a ton of money for a great cause we all are passionate about. I mean, imagine that. Like, think about that and say, what would that be? Now, who are three people? Again, put that on pause. Put it on pause and say, and go through and think about this. Take a little time. Who are three people who share the same passions as you do? That would take ownership of saying, hey, man, I'm passionate. See, when we're passionate about something, we don't have a problem about taking personal ownership. I've been blessed to have 7 children, now 3 sons-in-law, daughter-in-law. I have 5 grandkids. I have no problem taking personal ownership of my 5 grandkids. I'm telling you, it is unbelievable. So when we are passionate about something and we find 3 other people are passionate about, so Tom, he's passionate about the same thing I am, Peter is, Randy is, and Paul is, they're all passionate about the same thing, and that's leaving a legacy. It's taking the things that we've invested decades, devoted our entire lives to, and we want to pass that on to the next generation. We care a ton about people. Now, what if 90% of the hard work was done for you and those three people? Like, that would be easy. Like, that would be easy. Like, hello, that's not like, okay, I can go and create passive income, and in 7 hours, I can make $1 million. And better than that, I can raise $6.5 million for a bunch of great causes, and 90% of the work's been done for me and three other people. And then think about, what if you and the three other people could raise $6.5 million for a great cause that all four of you care about? Like, how cool would that be? And so each one of these, four guys have impacted my life immensely and helped me to understand the psychology of people in a very, very specific way. And so when we look at it, the psychology of people is all about us awakening and helping other people around us do so, us taking ownership and helping other people around us do so, us working hard, or in this case, getting other people, leveraging other people. If you haven't taken the leverage course, take the leverage course. Just saying, it'll change your life. If you want your life changed, it'll change your life. If you don't want your life changed, well, then don't take the course. But if you want it changed, then take the course. And then you're going to leverage your caring to go beyond your spouse, go beyond your kids, beyond your grandkids, beyond your friends, your family. It'll expand it out worldwide. Now, when we look at this, awakening, ownership, hard work, and care, what if you're a CPA or an accountant? That's something you're passionate about. You've invested maybe your whole life. You could take the psychology of people course, take 90% of it, and bring it to all the CPAs, all the accountants in the world. What if you're passionate about real estate, or mortgages, or technology, or financial planning? Or what if you're part of any business, or any organization, or any association or chamber of commerce, or architects, or medical, or investors? Like Randy's called the investor segment. Like, he's the one that came up to that. We were talking yesterday, and he's like, well, no, I'd like to go ahead and take the psychology of people for investors. The psychology of people, what about psychology of people for CPAs? Or the psychology of people for real estate? Or the psychology of people for medical professionals? Or what about builders, or the trades, or consumer products and services, or logistics and transportation, or government services, or retail, or security, or insurance, or manufacturing, or it could be for Christians, Muslims, Hindu. I mean, it could be for any group of people. Whenever you get a group of people, they're passionate about something. So Paul, like, you get this. You understand the energy, the power, the leverage of taking 80-90% of the course, and then all you have to do is put in 10%, and you could take it to the mortgage industry. You could take it to helping people, not helping people, but healing people from pain. Paul, why are you so excited about this opportunity, and you think everybody else on the planet should be as well?
Well, the fact that it's passions, I think that's one of the things that drives me. I'm in Florida doing training this week and had a bunch of conversations, and a really unique word kept coming out with people I was talking, and that is the word actually passion, and passion sells, and passion and enthusiasm. You can't fake. Well, I guess you could try, but it's really hard to fake interest, and passion takes interest, times 10. So for me, my two passions are, coaching and mentoring in the mortgage space, and I am passionate because I love the outcome. When people are successful and they can then share their story, that's what drives me there. And then on the mind, body, the pain, medical, being able to help one person at a time get educated about their pain. I could talk about it, and it would be, oh, okay, interesting talk, or I can be really, really passionate about it, and then passion, I'm excited, and that enthusiasm, that energy sells. And if something is already almost completely done, that kind of seems like a no-brainer to me.
Nice.
Passion's there.
Nice.
The work, that's the hard part.
Right. Peter, your thoughts, insights?
Well, you've heard me say this before, but 80% of your problems in life talk back, and that's what and this for me is a system of leveraging that philosophy, I guess I would call it, and understanding the psychology of individuals or of companies, which you would call a culture or a community. And using this to grow and prosper. And the deeper your knowledge is on people and the process, the easier it is to be more passionate and focused and clear about how to help people grow, businesses grow, change the results that you're looking for. And in that sense, it can be applied to anything that involves people, which is just about everything.
You had mentioned, Peter, that in leverage, and towards the end of the course, you had mentioned that you'd said, Mark, this is not like anything corporate America is like. It's not like, and so C-level, top-level executives of large worldwide companies like you've been, like you are. It's like they've think they've seen everything, experienced everything, but sometimes maybe they haven't seen everything and they haven't experienced everything. And when they come across something that's maybe so new, so different, they're like, well, this isn't going to work because I haven't experienced it before. For the, worldwide executive, Peter, why should they go through the psychology of people and get their entire team to go through it? Why would you say it's different than anything else they've ever experienced in their life, their career?
Well, the simple reason is because it removes the box from around people. The whole when you come through the education system into the business world, it's surrounded by rules, regulations, and laws and policies. And if you unleash effectively people's human potential, you're removing those boundaries of why people can't change in a lot of situations, and that often means in a business situation you're challenging the rules or the not the regulations and laws you're bound by, but they're still part of the box. So when you hear that expression, think outside the box, this is what it fuels within people, within organizations, within cultures. So it's uncomfortable because you're pushing the boundaries in order to seek growth or seek optimal human potential, business potential, or improve the culture of an organization. So it's very uncomfortable because it challenges the status quo of the system and the environment in which most people have grown up in and then go out to work in.
Would you say, though, that it is disruptive, but it's disruptive in a good way, and it's very careful to disrupt an organization in a positive way, and it's very respectful of any systems, thought processes, culture. Like, it's only going to systematically disrupt the things that should be disrupted. It won't disrupt too quickly. It won't disrupt too slowly. Would you say that's true, or maybe not so much, Peter?
Well, I think, the context of how you disrupt something is important. So it depends. It depends how you apply it. Right? The basic principles of this are not self-serving. They're serving. When I say the greater good, I mean the organization, the community, the can be the individual if you're just doing it for personal reasons. But the intent of basics and values, I think, are solid. So it depends how you use it. Like things that can be extraordinary, you can apply it constructively or you can apply it destructively. So a lot depends on what's in the target of the bullseye of the circle that you have in many of the presentations.
Nice.
But if you've got the right things in there, the right direction that you're trying to get in, then there's only good that can come of it in terms of growth, whether it's top line, bottom line, or personal growth.
Nice. Randy, you're a successful national speaker. You hang around some really successful people. You've done some amazing things in your career and your business and impacting people's lives and finances and all those types of things. Why do you believe leverage was and is so powerful, and the psychology of people has so much potential for a lot of professionals, a lot of individuals that maybe have been doing things for 10, 20, 30, 40 years? They have all this intellectual property that they could leverage to make a lot of money and impact a lot of people at the same time. Why do you believe the psychology of people is people who are especially experienced in their industry and passionate about their industries? Why do you believe they should get involved in this, Randy?
Sure. So, just to go off of Peter's comments, I love disruption. I love breaking things. When status quo is just keeping people comfortable, it's fun to come along and just move things around and see where it settles into its new shape and form. So I'm all about that. And to answer your question specifically, Mark, leverage it exaggerates everything. It allows you to get more done. It allows you to use less effort to make more things happen. Allows you to make more money. And the psychology of people is just another format, or another tool, I should say, that's going to help us increase our leverage in terms of getting things done.
Nice. So we're going to go into the Q&A, and we've got Alan Stein that's joining us for that. He's the founder and president of Tanglewood Conservatories. They build $1 million conservatories, all around the world, and he's been involved for over a decade in the development and putting together the genius of all of this that's here. And so we're going to dive into that in just a moment here. If you have any questions, connect with the individual who invited you to participate in today's session, or you can call toll-free 888-230-2300. That's 888-230-2300. Or if you're calling in outside the U.S., you can call the U.S.-based number at 630-393-9909. And always remember, we can accomplish so much more together than we ever could on our own. Have an amazing day. There'll be a short pause for editing purposes, and we'll jump right into the Q&A.